Episode 14. We're in. Here we are. Halfway through June. Does the year feel like it's going fast? I feel like the year is going really fast. Like there's a lot happening, but it feels like just yesterday it was February, which is a good thing, I guess, with all the crazy shit that's happening. It just feels like it's going by very fast. And I would love for it to go by fast so that we could get to the good stuff, because I feel like there's good stuff coming up soon, hopefully. It's not here yet. Good stuff hasn't happened yet. Some good things have happened, but mostly it's been craziness. It's all been bad. If you've been watching the news, then everything is bad. Did you see that? That last video I did was what it's like to watch the news in 2020. And shout out to the dude who unfollowed me on Instagram and was vocal about it too. He messaged me and he said, "Hey man, really disappointed in this. You were funny, but I gotta go." Because I made fun of Tucker Carlson. Dude, if you get upset that I made fun of Tucker Carlson, see ya. Later. Bye-bye. Don't watch anything I ever do again. I will make fun of Tucker Carlson until the day I die, okay? And that joke could have been about anybody. It could have been about Cuomo. It could have been about Laura Ingrabitch, whatever her last name is. It could have been about Rachel Maddow. All of them get angry. It was an assimilation of all of them. I just so happened to call out Tucker because he was fresh on my mind because he's a nightmare, okay? And this guy, he DM'd me and said, "Hey, I got to go. You were funny." And I was like, "Hey, are you mad that I made a joke about Tucker Carlson?" And he said, "No, I'm not mad, just disappointed." He said, "I'm not. What are you my dad? Why? Are you my dad after I get suspended for getting in a fight at lunch on the quad?" And he's disappointed in me? Come on, dude. On the internet, you're going to be disappointed? Go away. He said, "I'm trying to stay away from liberals." He DM'd me that. He said, "Nah, I'm just trying to stay away from liberals right now. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed." You're trying to stay away from... What does that mean? Stay away from liberals. Cool, dude. You're going to lock yourself into a little comfy little echo chamber? That's going to help solve the issues of the world. Stay away from people who have opposite viewpoints than you. That'll help for sure. What a nightmare it is out there, man. Oh my God. You should be doing the opposite of staying away from people. Go talk to somebody that you don't like. See if they can have a full conversation with you. I've done that with family members. And turns out some of them cannot have a full conversation. They just can't. I had a full conversation with someone in my family who's like an all lives matter, systemic racism doesn't exist person. And they just couldn't, they physically or mentally were limited in their responses, in coming up with responses to the things that I was saying. So some people are just unable to absorb information, critically think about it, form their own opinions on it, and respond, either in agreement or opposition. And it was wild to see, dude. It was like watching somebody do mental gymnastics in real life. It was crazy. Some people just can't. But the point is, try to have that conversation. You know, that's what I was talking to my buddy Chinadu about on the last episode, is you got to have those conversations with the people that are so anti your stance. It's the only way to, because at the end of the day, yeah, everybody wants mostly the same things. You know, everybody wants cops to not be violent when they don't have to be. Everybody wants breakfast burritos to cost $2 less, dude. And if we all talked about that together, then we would get peaceful police officers, a better community, and some delicious breakfast burritos with more money in our pocket so that we could go fix the economy. That's what I think. That's how I think. And then NASCAR, dude, there's so much shit going on in the news. It's like hard to comment on all of it at once, because it just feels like my brain is just like it's got so many different thoughts that just intersect and then overlap, and then I go to a different thing. I got to stop looking at Twitter probably, but at the same time it gives me ideas, so I can't get away from it. The NASCAR said they're gonna ban the Confederate flag from all of their events. Yeah, Why wasn't that already done? First off. Second off, cool. Thanks for taking a stance, NASCAR. And then one of the guys, one of the NASCAR drivers was like, hey, I'm making it a stance right now. I am leaving NASCAR. I'm done with NASCAR if they ain't going to let me fly my flag. And the dude has never won. No one knows who he is. He doesn't even have fans. The highest he's gotten is 10th place, and that was once. I have as many NASCAR championships as that guy, as that dude. What was his name? The NASCAR dude? NASCAR flag guy. Pull it up, Jamie. Oh, that's Brent. No, that's a different guy. You guys should look up Brent Terhune. Terhune? Terhune. Brent Terhune. Super funny dude. But the NASCAR flag, racer, I don't know. I'm probably not looking up the right thing. There it is. Ray Ciccarelli. This dude, Ray Ciccarelli, coming out here looking like Stone Cold Steve Austin after retirement. Looking like a looking like a confused Alex Jones. He said he's quitting because NASCAR said you can't use the Confederate flag anymore. Later, dude. See ya. Bye-bye. Why would you even fly that flag, dude? I understand it has history. I understand they were like the rebels, right? And there's like a certain energy that comes with being a rebel. But they fought for slaves. And when the flag represents a community of people that fought for slaves, you don't use that flag ever again. It's just the simple thing. That's the simple thing. Maybe there's a lot more to it that I don't know. So after this, I'm going to go do some more research. But it's like if something offends someone, like a large group of people, then get rid of it. Like if somebody was like, hey, goatees, I'm offended by goatees. But that's just one person. And this Ray Ciccarelli guy had a goatee. NASCAR would be like, all right, well, you know what? You can just not watch because he has a goatee. We're not going to cancel goatees because you are offended by goatees. But if a bunch of people are offended by the flag and it represents an unfree history, then you get rid of the flag, dude. And then people are talking about the Drew Brees thing, dude. Oh, my God. What are you doing, Drew? Drew Brees was like, I don't ever support anybody kneeling for the flag ever. Wrong time, wrong place, Drew. What are you thinking, dude? Now, in the middle of protests? It's not even football season. There aren't even sports going on for people to kneel during. If you get asked that question, you say, I need to think about it more. You throw it off. You don't talk about it now if you don't feel comfortable now, or even if you're against it now. Have the ability to see that, man. And then, but also at the same time, it is fine. I think it's fine to kneel during the anthem and during the flag because it's freedom of speech. And I also understand how it's disrespectful to military families, and I totally get that. But hey, to those people, I say, what do you think about American flag thongs? That's been a thing. Katie's across the world, across the country at least, are wearing American flag thongs. They got the American flag inside their buttholes, dude. They put the American flag and they squeeze it in their buttholes, dude. It gets a little piece of poo on it, dude. Little pieces of poo on the American flag, dude. How do you feel about that? Bunch of girls out there on boats, shotgunning White Claws on the lake and then throwing up because they shotgunned a White Claw too fast on some dude's boat, and they got the American flag on their titties and in their buttholes, dude. How is that not disrespect? But kneeling for the flag is. It's a double standard, dude, and people don't like to acknowledge the other side of that standard when it doesn't fit their narrative because it's uncomfortable. But you got to acknowledge it because there's poop on the flag. Somebody's pooping on the flag right now by having it in their butt as a thong. That seems way more disrespectful than kneeling in front of the flag. Acknowledging that the flag is there, all you're doing is kneeling. You're not turning your back on the flag. You're kneeling. It's a respectful protest against lots of injustices that are happening right now. But girls' buttholes aren't protesting. Figure it out, America. I don't know. I don't have the answer. And then those, maybe not the same people, but other people are arguing against statues being taken down. And that's the same shit as the Confederate flag, dude. I mean, there's so many cooler people to give statues to than the people who were fighting because they wanted slavery to keep happening. Or they wanted to have just like a separate nation so that they could have slaves. Take them down. Put up other statues. There's other statues. This guy in my hometown this dude in my hometown in Davis, California owns a Mr. Pickles sandwich shop. And he sent an email to all of his employees because his employees wanted to wear Black Lives Matter pins and shirts that say BLM and show their support. And he wrote this fiery email to all of his employees at the Mr. Pickles sandwich store saying, I want you all to know right now, I don't support Black Lives Matter. I never have. I never will. There's nothing that you can say that will change my mind. Black Lives Matter is the same as the KKK, only in reverse. Dude, he said that in an email. The owner of a Mr. Pickles, man. If we're losing pickles, what's the country coming to, dude? He got fired immediately, man. And I wasn't shocked. My hometown is very white. It's mostly liberal. It's got a lot of conservative people too, I'm sure, when it comes to these issues. But you don't, how do you not understand? People are saying shit without catching themselves. It's like, how do you not understand the moment that we're in, the time that we're in? Anytime you're going to send off a fiery tweet or a fiery email or anything that's really aggressive like that, how do you not understand that with the time we're in, you need to take a step back? Most people don't. I don't know. And you know why? Tucker Carlson, okay? Oh, man. Dude, the Chappelle special was incredible. I mean, it wasn't even like a comedy special. It was just like a TED Talk. Even he said during it, none of this shit is funny. And most of it wasn't. I think I laughed twice. I chuckled 2 times, maybe 3 times in the 27-minute video special. But it's just real. Like, the stuff he says is so real. That's why he's the best, dude, is because he has the ability to captivate an audience and keep people's attention the whole time. If you haven't seen his special, it's called 8:46, as in 8 minutes and 46 seconds, as in that's how long the cop kept his knee on George Floyd's neck. Okay? And it's on YouTube. It's on the Netflix YouTube channel. Go watch it and listen to a guy speak very much his truth, which is what we should be doing, is speaking our truth and not just jumping on whatever the news says. And he says some pretty powerful stuff. And so you should listen to it, dude. And one of the things that he said was somebody called him out for not speaking up right away when stuff was going down. And he was like, people don't need celebrities to speak up. And then celebrities to the rescue, dude. Whenever the world is in trouble, we can count on celebrities to make selfie videos to save everybody. Gal Gadot started it. Aaron Paul perfected it. Thanks, guys. It's solved. You solved it. Who knew that all we needed was our favorite A and B list celebrities to do selfie videos, and everything would be solved. And thank God they put it in black and white this time. Otherwise, I would not have taken it seriously, dude. Were they reading cue cards? Did you guys watch that? Dude, you could see their eyes moving like they're reading. Oh God, it was painful. It was like they were all auditioning to be characters on like a CW drama. Like they're auditioning to be the step parents on a CW drama. I take responsibility. I do. It's on me. It's on me now. You know what? Dude, it looked like, I mean, it just felt so fake, dude. And they were acting the entire time. If you're an actor and you're putting out a PSA, don't fucking act, man. Because it's not going to come off as real. How do you not get that, publicists? Hey, publicists! How do you not get that? You can't have Aaron Paul doing prayer hands for 2 straight minutes and think that everybody's going to take it seriously. At the end, I'm surprised he wasn't like, we can end racism together, bitch. Come on, Aaron. What are you doing, man? Just be sincere, dude. Just be sincere. It was so, and when stuff like that happens, it's just fuel for everybody that sees it from the opposite perspective to call you out for being fake as shit. And just saying, that's fake. This whole movement is fake. It undermines there were so many people that supported it, I'm sure. I mean, wasn't it sponsored by the NAACP? Like there was solid support for that black and white celebrity selfie video. But oh my God, the overwhelming reaction was so negative because it was so inauthentic. It just did not register well, guys. You could have done so much better. Just being yourself instead of doing prayer hands and reading off cue cards. It looked fake. A lot of it looked fake. Justin Theroux was there like, I take responsibility because now... Line! Because now is the time. Dude. Oh, the last thing we need is celebrity selfie videos from actors. Oh, what are you guys doing, dude? What are you doing, bro? I don't have the answer, but I know that that's not it. And yeah, doing something is better than nothing. I get that. And yeah, the intention was, there, and it was supposed to be a positive message. But how do you not see how much shit you're going to get? The Gal Gadot video, when young COVID first hit, was like, it was cute, but it was kind of cringy, but it wasn't like, it was just them singing Imagine. And it's a beautiful song, and it was like cool to see a bunch of celebrities do it. It was cringy, but like in a cute way. But when it comes to like a social justice cause, or whatever, however you want to label the Black Lives Matter movement, when it comes to a cause like that, you can't just read lines like you're auditioning, man. You gotta be real, dude. Oh, I don't know. I don't know, dude. I feel like every day you see a new video of cops killing someone and cops being violent. I still believe there's more good cops than bad cops, for sure. But why are there so many bad cops, There's so many. And there's so many cops that just abuse their power. Dude, growing up, I was harassed by cops. When I was in high school, I called the police because I had a party that got out of hand. And these 2 cops showed up, and one of them just kept cussing at me. It was really weird. He was like, "What the fuck is going on here?" And I was like, "Hey man, I called you, I wasn't even drunk. I was like, "Hey, I called you, there's too many people here, a lot of people I don't know. I'm trying to get everybody out." And he was like, "Well, fucking kick him out then. What the fuck?" I was like, "Whoa, all right." And he was like, "Yeah, fucking kick him out, dude. What the fuck do you want me to do?" And he kept cursing at me, and he was laughing at me and being a total fucking dick. Now I see this 2 ways. First off, I get that he was probably upset because he didn't want to be breaking up a high school party. Because that's lame. No cop wants to just break up a high school party. That's stupid. I don't even know if that should be a police officer's responsibility. It should maybe be the neighbors. I don't know. Neighborhood watch. I don't know. But then again, they have the authority in a community, so they were the ones that I called. And he was probably annoyed to be there. I don't know where he came from or what his day was like, so maybe he had a lot of built-up anger. On the other hand, hey, man, stop being a fucking dick, dude. I called you. It's easy to just stand on the front porch and say, hey, cops are here. You guys got to go. 5 minutes. It's done. You can go fuck off and go back to whatever else you were doing. So I don't know, man. And then another time, after high school graduation, we were all at this huge party at this girl's house, and the police came and broke it up. And my buddy had a couple beers in his sweater, and he was walking out. We're all walking in a line out the door because the cops were there, and they were just making sure everybody was leaving. And they saw that he was carrying something. And they said, hey, you. And he took off. And they tackled him to the ground, and he, like, fought his way out of it. And they tried to tase him or something. Or no, they maced him. They didn't tase him. They maced him because he was resisting and trying to run away. 18 years old. And he got away. He ran away. And I went looking for him throughout the neighborhood. And I was, like, hopping people's fences, like, whispering for him and texting him and stuff. And then I saw the cops, like, they saw me. And so I ducked behind a trash can in this guy's side yard. And a police officer came over, and he found me with his flashlight. He found me. And I was like, hi. I was so scared, dude. And he grabbed me by the back of the shirt, and he threw me onto the street, onto the little driveway, the gutter. He threw me onto the ground. I'm not making this up. He threw me onto the ground, and he started yelling, where is he? Where's your buddy? Where's he at? And I was like, I don't know, man. I was just trying to go home. I'm not looking for him. I don't know. And he put his his knee on my back, pinning me down onto the concrete. I remember my face was like rubbing up against the concrete, and he's pushing me into the concrete. I wasn't resisting or anything. And he's pushing me. I got like a little bit of scrapes on my cheek. He's pushing me down. He's yelling at me like crazy. And I didn't give him anything because I didn't know where my buddy was, and I wasn't going to give him up. And then they handcuff me and they arrest me, and I was like, what am I getting arrested for? And the guy says, you're getting arrested for prowling. For prowling, dude. To this day, my friends still call me the Prowler, dude, because I got arrested for prowling. It got dropped. I didn't get charged with anything because you couldn't charge me with anything. What? Prowling? Really? Loitering? No, man. The judge was like, no, you're not getting anything. I think I did like 10 hours of community service at a thrift store for loitering. But they tried to book me for prowling that night, dude. But it's like just the force to like throw an 18-year-old kid onto the concrete, push his head against the concrete, put your knee in his back. And I wasn't resisting at all. And maybe this guy was shaken up because he knew the other kid was resisting earlier and had gotten away. But it's just, I don't know. There's so much you could debate. I feel like you could debate that a little bit. Now, if I was black, I don't know if that situation would have gotten worse. I would like to say it would have been the exact same, but I can't because of the history of police brutality and aggression. Also, this cop happens to be a complete dickhead. And I remember he was a dickhead, and they found my buddy and tried to charge him with all kinds of crazy shit. And the cop went to court. And the cop had like a bunch of other what's it called? Complaints against him for like use of force complaints. So, but the thing is, dude, if I was black in that situation, God, I can't imagine. I have no idea. I probably would have been treated much worse. Which sucks. I would like to think, no, I would have been treated the same. But man, if you think I would have been treated the same if I was black, dude, you're ignoring a history of oppression and abuse. Because the chances are just good. They're not great. Who knows? I don't know. But that's what I think of when I see all these videos every day of police violence. I'm like, damn, man. There really has to be a change. And that's what the defund the police thing means. That doesn't mean get rid of all the money. It's terrible branding. It's horrible branding. The phrase defund the police is probably the worst branding message of anything ever. Because it just makes everybody immediately think, oh, you're going to take all the money away from cops? There's going to be no cops? And it's like, no, that's not what it means. That's not what it means. It means reallocate funds from these overfunded police departments that don't need tanks and grenade launchers, because some of them have that, and put that money toward community development so that in the long term we can lower crime by giving people more opportunities and more support in their communities. Everybody should want that. Defund the police is just the worst brand. Why not reform the police? And I think it's because defund the police is so polarizing, and it immediately grabs your attention. When you hear defund the police, you're like, yeah, fucking, I hate cops, dude. Let's take all their money. And I understand that frustration and that anger. I don't think no cops is the answer. I think there's a place in New Jersey that was trying that. I got to look into that more because I don't know enough about it. But defund the police is just, and then people see it and they're like, no, you can't defund the police. But those people don't get that it's just a brand. That's just a catchphrase. And you got to look into it more to understand what defund the police actually means, because it doesn't mean take all the money. It's like, and that's what's so polarizing about a lot of these things is the messaging of it. Like Black Lives Matter is like the brand of Black Lives Matter. If you think of the phrase of Black Lives Matter, immediately so many people are like, what? All lives matter. Why are we even looking at color? But they're not looking at the specific goals of the Black Lives Matter movement, because if they did, they would probably agree with a lot of it. Like some of the specific goals: end white supremacy, which still exists. Even if it's small and in small pockets, it still has the ability to be spread as an idea, like we saw in Charlottesville with all those weird khaki fucks with the tiki torches. End that shit. Everybody should want that. Reform the police. Defund, but reform. Take some money and give it to the community. Garcetti did that in LA. He just took $150 million from the LAPD budget after all these calls to defund the police, and he's going to put it into community development areas. Boom! It's working. That's it. Let's see what happens. So it's like when people see the phrasing Black Lives Matter and are immediately against it because they think black people or the black community is just like complaining and playing the victim, those people are refusing to do the research to look at the actual things that the Black Lives Matter movement is fighting for. Because the movement is Black Lives Matter because end systemic racism, reform the police, and stop letting police officers get away with these crimes. Doesn't fit on a t-shirt. You know what I mean? I think I said that on the last podcast. If I did, whatever, you get to hear it twice. And then it's the same. Think of it like this, dude. The other one was "Make America Great Again," right? That was Trump's slogan. That's a brand. Now, all these phrases. This is just what I think. This is my opinion. Make America Great Again, Black Lives Matter, defund the police. Those three phrases are all brilliant phrases. They're short, they're succinct, they're to the point. They grab your attention. They make you want to either vehemently support it or just outright hate it, right? For a lot of people, maybe not for everybody. But Make America Great Again, when people were against that phrase, they were like, America's already great. What does that even mean? That's so stupid. But it's like, even that, you got to look at what that meant when Make America Great Again, the phrase, was being used. It wasn't like America sucks. It wasn't being used because America sucks and we need to make it great again. It was being used because the people behind the phrase, the whole Trump side, thought that America was not utilizing its power locally and globally to its full potential, and thought that America was getting ripped off on trade deals and the economy wasn't as strong as it could be, and all these like really specific things, and they had specific goals to, quote, make America great again. And so it got polarizing because one side was like, yeah, America sucks and we need to make it great again. And the other side was like, America's already great. This is a dumb phrase, just like your dumb candidate. And it's like, you got to look beneath the message of both to see specific goals. I don't agree with all the goals of Make America Great Again. Some. And so would you. Everybody would agree with some things from all of these movements. And I think everybody would agree with every goal of Black Lives Matter if they just actually took the time to look and see what the specific goals are for that movement. But people don't take the time to do that. And they just get this sense of tribalism and lock into their beliefs. You know? Is SpongeBob gay, dude? Is SpongeBob gay? Nickelodeon said, what did they say? Let me find that tweet. Nickelodeon, people were getting so upset about this, dude. SpongeBob gay tweet. They didn't even say he's gay. They said, what'd they say? Celebrating Pride with the LGBTQ plus community and their allies this month and every month. That was the tweet from Nickelodeon. And then they included a couple of pictures of two characters from their shows that I don't know, and SpongeBob. All right, look, dude. First off, they didn't say SpongeBob is gay. Second off, if SpongeBob is gay and you care, find a hobby. Bake a cake. Do something productive. Go fishing. Go fly fishing. Go fly. Hey, go fly fishing right now. If somebody said, if Nickelodeon says SpongeBob is gay and that makes you mad, put on boots. Go get a fishing rod. Go watch a tutorial. Drive to a lake. Wade into the water and cast your fucking line to go fly fishing, bro. Because you need more things to occupy your mind, if that makes you mad. Who cares? First off, would not be surprised if SpongeBob is gay. Support him either way, dude. All right? Second off, they didn't say he was gay. Third off, it seems like, I don't know if they even need to say he's gay. I don't think we need to be giving a sexual identity to cartoon sponges. I don't know if that's necessary. If we do, though, I'll be like, oh, okay, cool. And then I'm gonna go back to my life. But if you're like, what? Then you need to go fly fishing and find a hobby. What a weird world, man. Who cares if SpongeBob is gay, dude? It's a supportive tweet. Nickelodeon is the most woke TV channel right now. Nickelodeon is so woke, dude. They put out that commercial of 8 minutes and 46 seconds of breathing to force parents to talk to their kids about what happened. Brilliant. They knew they were going to piss people off by tweeting SpongeBob's picture in association with supporting Pride Month. Brilliant. Because everybody should be supporting Pride Month. Everybody should be. Including SpongeBob, dude. You know what? If SpongeBob wasn't gay, I'd be like, what? Really? All right. And then I go back to my life. Because it wouldn't matter. But I don't know. If you asked me, hey, is SpongeBob gay? I'd be like, yeah, probably. Didn't he marry Sandy at some point? Maybe he's bi. Maybe SpongeBob is bi. I don't know. Who cares? I don't want to think about a cartoon sponge's sexual orientation. Or maybe I should. Maybe I should think of that more, and that'll make it more normal for other people. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out, dude, just like you. All right? Trying to figure it out. No idea what I'm doing. And we're going to keep not knowing what we're doing. All right? So that's it, man. I'm going to wrap this up. This was fun. Solo show is in the books. Episode 14 is in the books. I'm going to put out a couple new videos. I got a couple hot ones coming out soon, man. Appreciate you guys watching. And go educate yourself, man. Go watch some shit. Oh, here's an idea. Watch the documentary 13th. Watch that. No matter what side you're on, it has historical facts and evidence that will teach you new things about what's going on. And if you're ignorant and you don't like hearing new things about stuff that you might disagree with, don't watch it and continue to live in ignorance, okay? And if you would like to learn some things, then watch it, the documentary 13th. I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix right now. Oh, and then fact check it. Fact check it. Don't take everything at face value. Fact check it. Use a notepad. Write down stuff that you learn in the documentary. Fact check it. See if it's true. Form new beliefs. And then continue living, dude. That's it, man. I'm done. I'm out. I'm going to go put on an American flag thong. And I'm going to go fly fishing. All right? Love ya. Bye-bye.